I made it. I can't believe I made it. I said I wanted to record at least 100 episodes of the Daily Sales Message because you hear so many podcasts that barely make it to episode 10, episode 20, whatever. I didn't want to be like other podcasts. I wanted to absolutely go for a big number, make sure I hit it. And this is that episode. Welcome to episode number 100 of the Daily Sales Message. That means each and every single day for the last 100 days, I've provided you with a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff. If you're new around here, my name is James Newell and I teach people how to sell for a living. I have a group coaching program where I help solopreneurs, coaches, consultants, business owners to feel more confident and sell more stuff. And we do that by preparing them for selling situations and also focusing on their messaging. So exactly what to say, what to do, and how to behave in a selling situation. Because I do that as my day job, it means I've got an incredible amount of advice and tips and strategies and whatnot that I can share, and that is where the Daily Sales Message came from. There's lots of tidbits and things that I can share with you freely that I know will work. They're proven to work, and nearly everything I talk about is pretty much instantly actionable and pretty much free to implement. You just have to change your thinking, change your actions, and wait for the results to happen. In this episode, I'm sharing with you my follow-up strategy, which I've used since I started my consultancy business back in 2018, and I haven't really changed it since. This is how I do it. When I have a proposal call with a client, a pitch call, where I'm talking about my consultancy offer in particular, Clear Sales Message, which is focused on helping people articulate their offering and explain it and be prepared for objection handling, etc. Getting all of their communication aligned and clear so anybody could understand it and all make sense. They have an answer for everything. When I'm talking to people about that, I present my offer to them. We talk about the price. And then at the end of the call, I hit them with this. I say, look, I'm not going to follow you up from here. This is my strategy. I don't follow people up. I'm not going to follow you up from here. You're not going to get a random email or call from me next week, checking in, touching base, seeing if you had any questions, seeing if you got my email or whatever. You literally will not hear from me. So, if you want to go ahead, you know where I am. If you have any questions, you know where I am. But you don't want to be chased. And I don't want to have to chase you. So you know if this is right for you or not. And you know if there's something that you need to work out or think about to make sure this is right for you or not. And it doesn't really need me pushing and chasing you to work that out. So we're going to park the conversation here. Obviously, I'll see you around on LinkedIn because we're connected on LinkedIn. But I'm not going to follow you up. I'd love to work with you. But if you decide against it, then that's okay too. And like I say, I'll probably see you on LinkedIn at some point. There we go. The effectiveness of that strategy, and it's not for the faint of heart, and it might not work for everybody. And you've got to be very careful with the tonality of your voice when you're talking to people and saying things like that, because you might sound arrogant or just plain rude if you get that wrong. I'm not going to follow you up. I don't want to have to chase you. That can sound really awful if not done correctly. But not doing that, not chasing people up, has saved me a world of time. It saved me focus. So I'm not worrying about, I need to invent new ways to follow these people up and hound them, etc. They literally go out of my mind. They're in my CRM. I'm tracking them there because I understand I'm talking to them. They might happen at some point. But I'm moving on to the next one. I'm taking my own advice here from episode number 98, which is don't chase them, replace them. I'm more focused on acquiring new potential clients than I am on hounding and chasing people I'm already talking to. Because from my point of view, and probably yours as well, if you really want to buy something, do you need following up? Do you need chasing? Probably not. If you want to buy something, you either make yourself known or you ask genuine actual questions about cost, deliverables, timescales, etc. because you're trying to work it out. You're not necessarily sitting there thinking, oh, I hope James asks me to work with him because I'd love to do that. And if he doesn't, then I can't really do it. It doesn't happen. If you want something, you'll make yourself known. So whilst I agree following people up is important, me experimenting with not following people up at all has been really effective because most of the people on that call will say, yes, I want to go ahead and there we go. Some say no, that's fine. I've had some people who said no and they've come back and said yes at a later date and they've come out of the blue. But my mind is clear because don't chase them, replace them. I'm focusing on finding new potential buyers and opening up new conversations, not just going in this ever-decreasing circle of, oh, I'm just checking in. Are you okay? How are you? Hope you're well. All this kind of nonsense. We're just looking for other ways of saying, can I have your money yet? That's what most follow-ups are. So, not for the faint-hearted. Give it a go if you want, but do watch the tonation of your voice there. We don't want to sound rude or condescending or arrogant, anything like that. But I don't follow people up. You don't want to be chased. I don't want to have to chase you. I'd love to work with you. I'm here if you want to do that. If you have any questions, I'm here if you want to do that. But otherwise, we're going to park things there. Thanks for the memories. Give it a go. See how you get on. For me, it's worked extremely well since 2018 when I started my business, and it's something that I continue to use to this day. Well, that was it. Episode 100. I've been looking forward to that for a long time. Episode 100 of the Daily Sales Message is now complete. Tomorrow, in episode number 101, I'm going to tell you a way to 100x your chance of selling to people every single day. Weekday, that is. What could that be? Well, tune in tomorrow and all will be revealed in another exciting edition of the Daily Sales Message. Thanks for listening. Thank you to everybody that's subscribed, everybody that's reviewed the podcast, everybody that's connected with me, sent me a DM. I appreciate every single one of you. 100 is just the beginning, but what an achievement. Thank you very much for listening. As always, look after yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow for another edition of the Daily Sales Message.